Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of a little Sanguophage vampire cult. Well, it's getting interesting around here now, isn't it? I've got a paralyzed vampire who may or may not ever get up again. I've got a cube addict. Kayleen has become addicted to the cube, so she's all about the cube now, touching the cube, thinking about the cube, playing with the cube. It's all about the cube. Oh, and everybody has the plague. So it's, interesting times. As they say, interesting times. Who exactly has the plague? About half the colony. About half of you have the plague. I just want to check that anyone who does doctorizing is you can't be a doctor if your life depended on it, which it literally does, Whitehead. You in fact have the plague. Sissy, you have no medical training whatsoever. And sorry, whom else was it? Kaylina, our local cube addict. You can technically do medical stuff, so I'm going to put you on self-tend and see if that kind of deals with anything. It's all gone a little bit wrong. The yaks are looking good, and we do have quite a lot of veggies coming in, so no worries about foods. Oh god, what? The Arco-Nexus. Okay, I don't need to think about that. Yes, it's the Arco-Nexus, so it's an end game, and if we sell off our colony and move around and then sell it off again, eventually we can finish. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're not even going to talk about it. I can't even put those words together right now. Jonesy's in here in the very, very tiny research room researching. Sorry, it's a little cramped, kid. I get it. It's a little bit cramped in here. Everybody who has the plague, could you all, go to a hospital or something? It's just that I've got... Oh, wait, what are you doing? You're taking a fine meal. Could you maybe go rest until healed? Sissy, go rest until healed. Okay, let's get some people in bed here. And Lisa, go... rest until healed, okay? Somebody will vaguely be along at some point. I just don't really know who that is. Is Mila my primary doctor here? She can do a base medical training. Oh god, it's all going to go wrong. Jonesy, you're excellent at that, and you should be #1 on doctorizing. So could you start tending to people here? Yeah, just tend to everyone. This is your #1 priority. Just take a break from the whole research game and get into the whole people don't die of the plague game. It's a fun game. You're going to want to play that with people that you love. Just nobody dies of the plague. That's the game that we're playing right now. It's a very simple game. You just go around the board. You roll a die or dice, whatever you're into, and you go a certain number of spaces around the board. You try to get to the end without dying of the plague, and if you do, you win. Yay! You're like, yay, I didn't die of the plague, and then all the people you're playing with probably died of the plague. So it's a little bit of a downer at the end of the game, but you're wicked happy because you didn't die of the plague. Jonesy frantically trying to work on everyone here, just going nuts here. Now, there is some division in comments about the scathed vampire scenario here. So some people are like, yay, vampire. And some people are like, yeah, that was a great idea. It's not actually going to work because Scathed Spine is missing. It's gone. And vampires won't regenerate things that don't exist. They will regenerate things that are there, but not... So show me your spine, please. It is shattered. Shattered. So my understanding is when a thing is gone, it says destroyed. Not shattered. Shattered leads me to imply it still exists. It's still here. It's just really not very good. But it's still here. Destroyed. Again, I reserve the right to be completely wrong. I'm a genius. It's true. #geniusosity. But I do misread things constantly. That's kind of my jam. It's basically branding at this point. So we'll see how that goes. We're just going to Scathed's not going anywhere anyway. Whether she's a vampire or not, she's not going anywhere. So she may as well just stay right there and be a vampire, paralyzed or not. I see we're bringing a rat in. That's fun. Okay, everybody has the plague. Neat. Everybody, I believe, has been tended to, although I will just run down the list here. You've been tended to, tended, and tended. Okay, good. Cow 1 is pregnant. Great, we're going to have more cows. We're also working on this giant construction around here, which is going to go, admittedly, a little bit slower, because half the colony is in the hospital with the plague, and one of the people who has the plague is just obsessively playing with a cube. Just don't ask questions. I've got a cube addict. It hasn't gone well. Okay, what if anything, can I do? Like, really, I've got half of my colony is down. What, if anything, can I realistically do here? Oh, Kirk. Oh, you're moving so slow. Moving so very slow. Comets was very excited to turn Kirk into a vampire. Just make him a vampire. And that might cure some of his problems. I don't know if it'll do the dementia or the bad back. Like, your spine is definitely there. It's just terrible. So that could actually cure all of that. We won't be able to do that for a while. It's going to be a couple of game years before Mila's ready to bite someone again. But it's something to think about. It's just what I don't want is a wicked slow vampire who has dementia. That just, I mean, it sounds like a great comedy, but not so much for everything else. Now, biosculpting, on the other hand, biosculpting, that is something that might be able to fix up Scathe. So what do we want to research now? We're not researching anything because Jonesy is doing doctorizing duties. How about, seeing as everyone's got the plague, we did either hospital bed or medicine production. That sounds wicked smart. Let's do medicine production. We should have, medicine. I also see we have absolutely no power, and that concerns me a great deal. I'm working on another geothermal up here. Again, that's going to take a while because half the colony is in the hospital, but we are working on another geothermal. I could throw up like a quick wood generator or something like that just to take the pressure off, but I don't really think we need to do that at the moment. And then this building will kind of be the cornerstone of my defense. I'm just not 100% sure if I can attach anything to it because I've got to protect it, air quotes protect it. So if I put a wall in here, will that count as like blowing the quest? You know what? You're getting ahead of yourself here, kid. Why don't you just finish the quest and then you can address that down the line when everyone's not dead of the plague. All right. How did we do, by the way, on the tending? Jonesy's quite a good doctor. So you've got 13 versus 15, 16. Okay. Bit of a slow roll there. We've got an amount of regular medicine, and we have a good quantity of herbal medicine, so I think that's going to be fine right now. Let's tentatively move things along a teeny tiny bit faster and watch all the power go out. Hey, Lamp, can you talk to me? I don't actually remember who you are or what you do. You actually have a broad range of skills, and a good doctor skill, too. Not a bad doctor. Mila's in here working on people. Yep, that certainty's going to take a while to go down. You're wicked into your hominid academy. I don't get it myself. I don't understand. It seems a very silly thing to believe in, but you're wicked into it. And then Oshpiat, we're basically just hemogen farming you. So, yeah, we're on convert. How about we just do maintain only? You're just going to be a blood farm. I've got the food. It's not like I'm low on food that I can't feed this guy and he can just suck up food. Food in exchange for blood. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to expect out of him. So you're just going to be a blood farm for a while. I do see a couple of hemogen packs in there, which is good because now I've got 2 vampires to feed. So let's readdress the whole biosculpting thing, shall we, kids? Biosculpting. I know I'm looking right at it. Bio. Okay, what did I actually learn? All right, I don't know anymore. So biosculpting, that gets me the biosculptor pod. Okay, so I'm looking for a biosculptor pod here. Bio. Okay, where's the biosculpting pod? Is that in ideology? It is. Oh, it is. Okay. All right, so it's technically an ideology thing. So a biosculptor pod. A variety of biological alterations, age reversal, and pleasure giving. Okay, so not exactly the thing I need. I need the next thing down. Yeah, bioregeneration is what I need. Although it's not going to hurt to have a good but whatever the biopod is here. Biosculpting pod. Yes, age reversal and pleasure giving. I'm going to relax on that until they start demanding it. So if we've got any people who are into transhumanism and they're like, oh my god, I need an age reversal, then I'll think about putting it up. Right now, I'm not going to. What'd you just drop there? Oh, the map thing. Yeah, the sort of the treasure map, Who's what's it there. That's fun. I like it when we have treasure maps. Is anyone dead yet? So you are indeed not dead. Okay, 27 versus 37. And when are we tending that? 12 hours. Boy, that plague sure does sneak up on you there, doesn't it? I tell you what, you get the plague, you're like, hey, I'm probably going to die of this. Lord knows a third of Europe did. The invention of the middle class. Sissy's on a go frenzy, which is unfortunate because she's going to bed. So she's in bed all jittery with the plague. She's like, I want to go, but I have the plague. I should probably hang out here. Yaks. Sure. Okay, back to regular work here. We're still, many episodes after Odyssey launches, we're still on the quest for enough advanced components that I can build the grav anchor and not burn this map if we leave. Right now, it's just not working out. We just have not been able to come up with any advanced components. All of our efforts have failed miserably. But we're having a good time doing it. I really think that's the key now, isn't it? We've lost several colony members in the attempt to get advanced components, and we've gained virtually nothing here, except Jonesy. Jonesy, people died to bring you here. Jonesy, make sure you're working on like #1 doctorizing, please. Okay, so the second those things are ready to tend, the plague is ready to tend, I would like you to be on that. In the meantime, there's not much else I'm going to do. I need more stone blocks. So what are we making these out of? Marble. And we should have something queued up here to make marble blocks, to specifically focus on that. Is there somebody else who doesn't have the plague who could maybe get in on some crafting? Like Whitehead. Oh, sorry, Whitehead has the plague. Sissy. No, wait, Sissy has the plague. Okay, Kaylina. Nope, Kaylina has the plague. And indeed is a cube addict, too. So it's not really working out well. I think it's all down to Kirk. I think this entire game is down to Kirk at this point. Oh god, we're all going to die. Voltstron, I'm going to put you on #1 crafting because you don't have the plague and you're actually quite good at it. So Voltstron, #1 on the stone block production, please. Are you #1 on anything else that I need to be aware of? Cooking, sure. We've got a lot of food right now. I think we can back that off a little bit. The freezer temperature is good. Nothing's going to go bad right away. So once you back off on that, Jonesy's feeding some people down here. That's probably for the best. People like to eat. And Voltron's having a nap. Okay, after changing your priorities, like, I'm going to go to bed. I will think about stone blocks tomorrow, definitely. It's just that we have a time limit on this. Just saying, there's a limit to how long we can spend building this. It's a good-looking thing. When I own it myself, I might actually do something with that. Boy, that would have been a great church. Maybe I'll move the church over there. My church is a little rinky-dink. We'll think about that. Okay, next. Next is waiting for people to get over the plague. So next is kind of my verbal comma to think about, well, what would I like to talk about in RimWorld now? And really it is waiting for people to get over the plague. That's how this is all going down right now. Mila, apart from talking people out of their ridiculous religions, what else could you be doing around here? I could theoretically put you on crafting. I mean, you have terrible skill at it, but you could do it. Yeah, oh god, no, Mila's into the cube. No, I gotta get rid of the cube. We've got to get rid of the cube. The cube is going to be the death of this colony. Like, literally. Like, people will be in cube comas and not doing anything. Maybe I... See, okay, here's what we're running into. We blocked the cube off and said, don't play with the cube. And people still got interested in the cube. And they're like, I'm so interested in the cube. I'm just obsessed with it. I know that it's forbidden, but I am obsessed with it. I really want the cube. And now everyone's into the cube. I could shoot the cube off into space. I could go into transport pods. In fact, I can get into that right now. We could just shoot the cube off somewhere else. Do it. And then really deal with the fallout is what it is. So, Mila, are you in fact a cube addict? Yep. Cube interest curious. Cube interest curious. We got to get rid of the cube. A drifter, you say. He wants to talk. Okay. Would you like to talk about the cube? Because that's what everyone else wants to talk about around here. Go talk to Tweak. Tweak the Drifter. Plugging along here. What's your jam, man? Okay, yes, Tweak wants to join. Okay. All right. He's been the subject of a cultist ritual. He has the ability to defy death. He can self-resurrect. Well, that's going to come in handy because chances are you will die at some point. Well, obviously we're going to allow Tweak to join. Why wouldn't I? Of course I am. Let's just bring more insanity into the game. I didn't even look at him. Tweak, this is your bedroom now. I don't know who you are or what you do, but you can self-resurrect, which is pretty cool. Tweak, let's start to check you out. You're wearing pants. That's great. Good. Fantastic. Let's put you on the things that you need to be put on there so you can wear no raggedy clothes, please. Tweak, welcome. It's a bit of a weird time. We've got a cube. So... you have a medical skill. Okay, you have a bit of an intellectual skill, bit of an artistic skill. Oh, you could replace Kirk at the only thing he's good at. Oh, sad times for Kirk. It's just that you move a lot faster, don't you? Let's start to work you out here, kid. So, #1 on all the things you got to be #1 at. You can be #2 on doctorizing, because, we've got the plague. And, Kirk, Kirk's confused. I am too, Kirk. It's just that I can see why you're confused. It's just that I'm about to replace you with somebody else. Slow things down a little bit there. So, Kirk, remember the one thing you were good at? Yeah, don't do that anymore. I'm going to put Tweak on art and doctor. Basically, art and doctor. You can do some construction, that's fine. How are you? Well, you're going to be doing all the things that we do, because all of my colonists do that. Kirk, except Kirk, because Kirk's terrible. Yeah, no, you're basically coming in as a Kirk replacement at this point. Can you shoot? Are you like, okay, I mean, you have a technical skill into which way to point the rifle. I could arm you. I probably will. Did I set up a shelf for just weapons? I often do. Yeah, there we go. There's something in there. Go get a pump shotgun. That's a really good thing to give somebody who has no idea how to shoot a gun. That'll be awesome. Tweaks here. We've got to get rid of the cube. The cube will collapse this colony. I think I fear the cube more than I fear, like, a flesh mass or anything else. The cube will just consume them. Like, revenants are less terrifying than the cube. And revenants are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. More than a few people have said, yeah, you probably should have turned Anomaly off. I don't know. I like to throw everything in the pot. That's what makes the story fun. I mean, if there's no cube, there's no people addicted to the cube. What's the fun in that? What's the fun in just doing a boring, normal run of RimWorld where everything works out fine? You guys aren't signing up for that. You're not watching this channel because you want a perfectly run RimWorld run. You're watching this channel because I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. And you know that with the cube, I will somehow pull all of this together, and you'll just hate it. Because, like, God, why does he do that? And he's right. So, we're keeping the cube, and we're keeping Anomaly. Voltron's into some crafting. Good. The construction bot. Yeah, here we go. The construction bot will largely handle the bulk of the rest of the construction here. Probably about time to check in on the plague issues. So how are we doing here? We are 64 to 92. Great, you're going to be done soon. That's almost done. In fact, it looks like somebody may have already developed an immunity. 55 to 91, and yeah, this is going fine. 94, 59. Yeah, Kalina's curious about the cube. We all are, Kalina. We all are. We're getting rid of the cube. We're just getting rid of the cube. We're going to fire it off into space, basically. We're going to fire it off to somebody else who can deal with the cube. And then I will deal with the fallout. There's going to be cube comas. People are going to be all sad about not having a cube. Tweak, you can move up here past our paralyzed vampire. I don't know how it's going to work out. Hey, you know what? On that, what if I did another small death restroom? I wonder if I'd be able to move Scathe over to a coffin to do death rest for no other reason than I wouldn't have to feed her for a little bit. We could do something maybe down here. This could be an okay death restroom. It's a little big and bulky. Why don't we finish, Dave, before you get all into a new construction gig, why don't you finish what you're doing, because this is actually important and time sensitive. A bounty for Min. All right, a fugitive escaped her custody and used a transport pod to flee to an abandoned orbital platform. Yeah, see, here's the problem with that. We can't leave because we will burn the map. That's a great idea. And that sounds really cool, and I'd love to have a grav core. That would be awesome. It's just that we're not going to be able to put that together in 7.3 days. So I appreciate that. Where is, I mean, it's in orbit. Obviously, it is in orbit. But where in orbit? So go to, where's the bit where you look at the orbit? Okay, look at the orbit of this. And, oh, okay, there's nothing up there. All right, well, wherever it is, we're probably not going to be able to do it, unless it's this over here. That's the grav core right there. Okay, I mean, we could get over... hang on, there's a party. Is it a I don't have the plague party? It probably is. It's probably very much an I don't have the plague party. So something we could swing over there and maybe grab a grav core at some point. But it's all irrelevant. None of that matters until we've got a grav anchor. Again, I will not burn this map. I put way too much effort into this colony. If this colony goes down, it's going to be my fault. Right? Not because we just left the map and it disappeared. It'll be because I did something catastrophically stupid that was secretly genius. Hashtag geniusosity. I need the power to get going here. Where are we at on... okay, it looks like many of the materials have been brought in. What are you doing? Oh, you're putting the roof on. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, you have technically finished the building. Sort of, vaguely. All right, so a little bit of flooring in there. We're going to be in good shape. I think at this point, yeah, everyone's out. Everyone's done with having the plague. So we can kind of get back to normal here in terms of, well, at least building things. I got to get the cube out of here. How am I going to get the cube? I mean, I could just, if I put it way over here and put it in a box, they're still interested in it. What we really have to focus on is just getting it off the map and then just deal with the fallout. Just go ahead and deal with it. I think I will put it back in a box again, though. I did technically deconstruct this box, but I'm going to undeconstruct it, reconstruct it. So cancel my orders down here. And put up another door here. So, where am I at on steel, by the way? I don't have a lot of steel, do I? Not really. We need to do some mining. Okay, there's a bunch on the map. Never mind. No, no, no. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Bunch on the map and a bunch more ready to go. Okay. So just a regular door will do fine down here. So do a wooden door right there. Do that. And then we're just going to do one zone right here just for cubes. Okay, only cubes live down here. So what is that called? Cosmic cube? No, that was the Avengers thing. Cube. How about just cube? Oh, there we go. A golden cube. Okay, so clear everything. Just golden cube. That's it. Just a golden cube, please. Nothing else. It can be rotten or fresh. I don't care. Okay, get that. And then could we please... Oh, and make it like hypercritical or something. So yeah, absolutely insanely critical. Then could we get somebody to move the cube down there? Like anyone who loves the cube. Kirk, it's going to take you 20 days to get down there. Never mind. Finish the party and then put it over there. And then I'll lock the door, make the cube forbidden, maybe just take the whole zone out. So that's a thought. What if I did an inverted zone and they're just like not there? Like they're not allowed to go anywhere near that cube. I wonder if that, it's not going to solve the problem, but it might help. Yeah, that's probably not the worst idea. Maybe I do that way at the corner of the map. A visitor. Okay, they might have a few items to trade. They might. They also might have some blood we can drink from them. I got 2 vampires here, and one of them doesn't move. So we'll see how it goes with the visitor. I'm probably just going to completely ignore them. That's exactly my plan for that. But everyone's back up and running. Yeah, Mila's hanging out with the cube. This is no good. This is no good. Okay, Mila, could you actually move the cube, please? No, don't drop your hammer. No, I want you to get rid of the cube. You need to drop the cube. Okay, now move the cube. Haul the cube to the place where the cube lives. Okay, and then we're gonna not have cubes over here. All right, we're not gonna go anywhere near the cube. Okay, put the cube in there. First off, I don't study it anymore. Don't bother with that, and don't allow it. And then we're gonna do. I don't know if this is gonna work. My thought process is it's not going to work, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. So go back to zone, and let's do a new area, and invert that, and that is going to be no cubes. Okay, no cube zone. Okay, the no cube zone. And then shrink that so we don't go here. All right, just that. Like, just nothing in here we are allowed to go to. All right, like that. And that, you know what, that's probably good enough. Okay. Now everybody needs to go in the no cube zone. So, no cubes for everybody. Okay? Let's see if that's going to help at all. The mechs can go in there, because I do want to get the door on there at some point. So the construction mech will at some point go. There's construction mech on everywhere. Constructoid, unrestricted, yeah. Okay, so they can go in the no cube zone just to put the door on. And then I'll lock the door. A locked door, forbidden cube, in a building, in a zone that you're not allowed to go to. These are the lengths that I am willing to go to deal with the cube. And it's still not going to work. I've been here. I've done this. I know the cube. I fear the cube. The cube is terrible. What I'll end up having to do is killing people and then resurrecting them. I know, that sounds a little extreme. If you went to your doctor and you said, Doctor, I have a problem with a cube. And the doctor's like, what do you mean? That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Is it like one of them Rubik's Cube things? And you're like, basically, yes. And I can't stop playing with the cube. What the doctor's going to say is throw the cube away. And that is a sensible solution. What the doctor is probably not going to say is, here's what I'm going to do to help you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to end your life. And then I will resurrect you using advanced science. And when you are resurrected, you will no longer be interested in the cube. And you're going to say, you know what? I might actually just go with the cube. The whole killing me and bringing me back to life seems a little extreme. And your doctor's like, yes, but that is the way to deal with the cube. The way to deal with the cube is to kill you. And then bring you back to life later. And you're like, you know what? I'm good with the cube. I'm gonna stick with the cube. This is getting done quickly, I might add, now that nobody has the plague. Who has tattered apparel? Oh, scathed. Yeah, it's because you're a paralyzed vampire. Obviously, your clothing's going to be all ratty. And by the way, while we're in the area, why don't we get some more heal root? We probably used up a bunch with the whole plague thing. This should be done momentarily. I don't actually remember if that was a royal quest or not. I would like it if it was, because that will reactivate Mila's ceremony, which we kind of borked a little bit by telling them to go away, and then they are like, well, we're not coming back. Gift from the Brio people, really? Piercing Serenity? Piercing Serenity? It's a legendary bow, and it's got traits. Hang on. Hang on. What? Reinforce. Okay, what have you got for me here? This is, I don't know, this is some sort of Tolkien-esque magic weapon. The limbs of the bow have been strengthened. It shoots further. Okay, so got more range. And it costs more because of that. Okay, bow shoots bodkin-tipped arrows. You know, not enough people use the word bodkin anymore. Along with groovy. I'm on a one-man campaign to bring groovy back into the lexicon. We abandoned that word far too quickly. Like, oh, 70s are over, nothing's groovy anymore. No, things are still groovy. Let's bring that word back. But also bodkin. Probably haven't seen that word in about 600 years. So let's bring bodkin back if we could. I want us all, as a community, as a community on this channel, my goal is let's all find one time during the day that we can work the word bodkin into a sentence. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're having a party with your friends. Maybe it's an I don't have the plague party. And let's see if we can just find one time, just one time during the day. Got 24 hours in the day. Let's see if we can work the word bodkin in there. Okay? Let's just bring that one back too. So armor penetration. This thing's going to shoot right through armor at plus 30%. And ornamental. It deals less damage but looks great. So it's beautiful. Okay. Now, is that an overall beauty? Like, if I just put that on a shelf, does that make the room more beautiful? I can only imagine it would. What do you think this thing is worth? Do I have a value on this? 1070. Wow. Huh. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Your damage is 22. How does that compare, say, to, like, Tweak? What's your shotgun? Like, what's your damage on a shotgun? I got to figure that's pretty high. So your damage is... Damage. 18. Wow, the bow actually does more damage than a shotgun. You wouldn't think so. We're just going to hold on to that. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. In my mind, I want to give it to someone. It's got armor piercing and better range and good damage. But it's also very, very valuable. Interesting. I can come up with things that make money, though. Making money, I can do. Hang on. All the things that just popped off. Okay. We're just going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that bow until I figure out what I want to do with it. Also, just because I happen to be looking at it right now, put a piece of floor. I know you're saying I don't have enough wood. We have it somewhere, I assure you. And if I don't, the Agri-Hands will deal with it soon. But yeah, there's tons of wood up there. Okay, so we finished the building, obviously. There we go. And that means Mila's Baron ceremony is ready to go. So, before we say yes to that, is the throne room in good shape? Because this is what threw us off the last time. We're like, yay, come and give me a new title. And then like, oh my god, all the bugs in the world just exploded in the throne room. And even though we fought them back and maybe lost a Saber Kitty in the process, even though we did all of that, actually we didn't lose Scimitar Kitty in that one. That was a completely different battle. Anyway, the throne room was trashed. And the royals are like, we are not doing a ceremony here. This is gross. And then they left. So let's make sure. Throne room looking in great shape. Okay. So Mila's ceremony. I need drapes and a harpsichord. Okay. Fine. Drapes and a harpsichord. Have I learned harpsichord yet? Probably not. Do I know how to... I don't know how... I need a quick harpsichord out of you, Jonesy. You just need to whip me up a harpsichord. What have I got? Yeah, I've got plenty of cloth. So we can easily do some drapes in here. That's the easy thing. So drapes. So cloth and wood. I know you think we don't have wood. We absolutely do, I assure you. Put 2 of those up there. All right, we've done the monument. Okay, so we'll figure out the harpsichord issue at some point. I'm just not sure when. I have the smithy, so I can make a harpsichord when it comes up. Alrighty, let's try not to blow this royal ceremony here. Let's try not to mess it up. Now, getting back to the concept of defense, I need stone blocks because we just blew all of our stone blocks on that thing. We should have, we're set up to make some more marble, and then anything you want after that. And then I really want to start getting this more defensively aligned here. Wall here, wall down to the toxic waste dump, and then just a little piece in there to seal that all off. And then think about moving the animals into here as, so they don't die, really. That's kind of my game plan with that, so they don't die. Someone doesn't come along and go, ah, tasty yaks, let's eat those and kill them and murder them and not even eat them. We're just going to waste them by killing them. That's the goal that I'm looking for there, is that doesn't happen. And then kind of cut back a little bit of this, just make it more defensive than it is right now. It's not terrible, and we've certainly fended off a few raids. Admittedly, we did lose Saber Kitty in one of them, but they target things that I don't want them to target. So if we're all hiding down in here and the raid comes up here, they're like, let's blow up their power or maybe blow up their spaceship or something. We're not even going to bother going through your trap corridor. We're going to trash everything we can see. And that is not good. So we want to put everything that we like inside the perimeter of the base. So they're forced to come in and deal with me. All right. Now what? Again, verbal comma there. Now what? Jonesy, I kind of need you going nuts on the whole research thing, because I need a harpsichord, like, wicked quick. Like, super, super fast. What are you doing right now? I know I kind of backed you off so you could do doctorizing. You're taking a simple meal. Let's put you back on number 1 thingamajiggies there, where you do thingamajiggies. No, you're still number 1 on research. Okay, and you could go, let's back you off of wardening. You're very good at it, but so is Mila. And where do we go on cubes? Okay, cubes. So let's lock the door, okay? And then you're not even allowed in this zone anyway. I can't keep people away from a cube more than that. The cube is forbidden, the door is forbidden, the area itself is forbidden. That's the best I got. Shamblers are coming. Oh, good, we've got zombies, kids. Where are they? They're way up there. Okay, way up there. A lot of steel up there, too. Kaylina, probably don't be near the shamblers. I'm going to broadly ignore them, because they're not going to go far. And then they will disintegrate. Wait, we've done void provocation. Oh, we're studying the obelisk. Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Oh, yeah, we've got an obelisk. We should probably pay attention to that, otherwise it'll blow up. Cool. So we could make a... We could just provoke the void, really, is what you're telling me there. I could summon more shamblers. I can't. I don't actually know how to do that yet. But I could theoretically do that. Draw animals, void sculptures, skip abduction. That's a really, really fun one. That's super fun. Yeah, if you've never done that one at home, please do that one. It's really, really fun. You just abduct someone from anywhere on the planet and kidnap them. It's a kidnapping. Well, again, it's a very accurate term. It's more of an abduction, because you probably have no plans to send them back. Bliss lobotomy. Yep, just start lobotomizing people. Might help with the cube thing. It's also going to help by destroying their skills. Bioferrite Harvester is great. All of these are great. Once you get deep into Anomaly, it is a ton of fun, if really difficult. At least I found it to be so. It's a good thing for everyone that I was a genius and was able to get through it. But let's go with, you know what, now that I said that, we could think about abducting people. Good source of blood, right there. You know, we need hemogen. No reason we shouldn't abduct people and take some of theirs. So again, I'm going to kind of ignore these people and basically wait for them to disintegrate. Yeah, in 16 hours you're going to disintegrate. And there's no reason for us to go up there. I can't imagine why we would be going up there. So we're just going to kind of ignore that. Are we making... Yeah, we're making a few moves on our geothermal generator here. Things are happening over here. So the obelisk, which is down here, which is, by the way, going to freak out at any moment. Hey, Jonesy, could you maybe talk that off the ledge, please? That's another thing I should probably put inside a sealed room, is an obelisk. Because, boy, when that goes boom, anything can happen. It's an exciting time when one of those decides to freak out. Maybe there's evil clones of all of your colonists all of a sudden. Maybe. Maybe that's the thing that happens. All of a sudden you've got, which Kirk do I shoot? Except it's all of them. Like, all evil clones of all of your colonists. It's a good old time. The Shamblers are... Yeah, I don't think this is even going to be a problem. They're just going to... Well, shamble, really, which inherently means moving slower. That's kind of one of the definitions of shambling, I think. And then they'll disintegrate, and it'll be fine. They might even drop a shard. We might even get one of them dark shards or something out of there. Okay, how is everyone else doing? With this thing done... I can focus a little bit more on other things that we might want to construct. Again, I'm kind of thinking a death restroom for Scathe. I don't know if I'll be able to move her there. We'll find out. You know what? I'm going to build one anyway, because one way or another, she's going to need one. And I'm all over the map on the research. I've got to get the harpsichord down, because I want to get the ceremony done. And then I can flip back over to things that I actually care about. Let's go with, well, you know what time it is. It's that time. It's wall smoothing time. Let's start smoothing some walls around this cat. All right, smooth all of that. Okay, just smooth everything. If it's not smooth, make it smooth. In fact, bring that down there, and let's make that smooth too. Hey, you know what? I'm seeing some stuff that isn't smooth. How about we made that smooth? All right, smooth that, and then smooth all of this, okay? All of this very, very unsmooth. Would like to see that being more smooth. So you guys get on that. Tweak, how's your bedroom, by the way? Temperature is good. It's an okay room. Could we go with, first of all, could somebody go get this? Who's not doing anything important? You're relaxing socially. Could you, no, don't equip it. What do you mean no empty accessible spot? It's a weapon, right? What else? The Shambler did indeed drop a shard. Are they all dead? Yeah, they're all dead. Go ahead and get that. Hang on, what do you mean no empty accessible spot? Is there something special I need for this? What do you think it is? It's a great bow. Okay. What if I just made a spot just for a great bow? How about this shelf? You know what? I'll put it somewhere where I'm going to remember it. So give me a single shelf, just a wooden... I know you think I don't have enough wood. I assure you I do. Give me a wooden shelf over there. And then we'll kind of figure that out. We're still chopping trees down, right? Yeah, trees are happening. Trees are... Yeah, there's tons of wood up here, guys. You keep saying I've got no wood. There's a zillion pieces of wood up there. That's a mild exaggeration. But there are a zillion pieces of wood up there. There we go. It's already done. So clear everything. And the only thing I want in here is a great bow. Great... No, not great wolf. No, great bow. There we go. Oh, a unique great bow. That's got to be what I need in there. A unique great bow. Okay, and that is super important. Does that solve your problems? So, who's not doing anything important? You're cutting stone blocks. It's actually, Kalina is cube obsessed, probably. Could you go move this? Yeah, now you can haul it. Piercing Serenity. If I were to give that to someone, whom, it obviously won't be Mila, because she's got her insane warhammer. Whitehead, possibly. Possibly. You got the assault rifle right now. Yeah, Lisa is genetically terrible at shooting, but she's gotten over it. So you got... Oh, you got the laser. Yeah, I don't think I can give the laser to anyone else or any other weapon to Lisa, because now she's Lisa Laser. And you just say it. Just say it out loud. I dare you. While you're working the phrase bodkin into your life, say Lisa Laser and tell me that's not awesome. And obviously Lisa's going to have to keep having the laser. What about Sissy? All she's got now is a poor little pump shotgun. I could have a 9-year-old with a unique weapon. Is that bio-coded? I don't think that's bio-coded. So I could trade it out at some point. Jonesy, remind me. Yeah, you're terrible at everything. Boltstron, also terrible. I really don't have a good bunch of shooters here. Tweak, broadly terrible. Kirk is just terrible at everything, honestly. Kirk, sorry, you got to go to the back. Because when I assemble a combat team, I don't actually want to get you involved, because it takes you like a day and a half to get to the fight, and the fight's long over, and we're just gone. And you're like, where's the fight? And like, yeah, that was yesterday, Kirk. That was yesterday. Okay? Yesterday was that thing. How's the wall smoothing coming down here, kids? Well, Whitehead's in. And Kayleen is in. Like, yeah, I'll smooth some walls. I'll get down with that. That's cool. I like good wall smoothing. Jonesy working on my harpsichord here. That's good. Now, what else could I be putting in here? I've got the gene extractor ready to go. Hey, Tweak, what are you? You are... Oh, you're just a baseliner. That's terrible. Hey, Kirk, what are you? You are also a baseliner. You're not going to have anything funky. Voltstron, did I already strip your genes out? No. No. Bad back, shattered nose, and a big toe. So you could absolutely go in the gene extractor. Go ahead and get in the gene extractor. I want to extract your genes. Just plug yourself in there. I know you're going to be out of commission for a little bit, but plug yourself in there. I want to find out what happens if I take your genes out and then put them in someone else. Well, I mean, not right away. I want to collect a bunch of them. It's like trading cards. I want to get a bunch and then put together, I don't know, the ideal deck or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea how those card games work. No clue. I really don't. I've tried to play them and they just boggle my mind. I don't understand it at all. But apparently you want to get like really good cards, and then like your opponent doesn't have as good cards, and then you just like win. So that's what I'm trying to do with your genetics, Voltstron, is rip some things out, build an ideal deck, and then I just win. Wow, you are tearing through Harpsichord. That was like half a second ago. You are wicked smart. And you love doing it too, which is great. When are you next level? Yeah, okay, you got a ways to go on that. So yeah, that's wait, we've moved Kaylina. No, sorry, Kaylina, I was thinking of Scathe. Sorry, Kaylina, I was thinking of Scathe. I thought we had moved Scathe, but we have not. And where is power down here, by the way? I wonder how far did we bring power? Not that far. Let's bring some more power, like, to this area in here. I may have given him a little too much on the wall smoothing. Kirk, that's going to take you forever. Just don't even bother at this point, Kirk. Just please don't. Oh, Kirk. We're going to look at making Kirk into a vampire if he lives that long. He might not. He's very old, and everything is terrible about him. There we go. Harpsichord, ready to go. Okay, slam it into pause mode. Let's just get immediately started on a harpsichord, please. So make one harpsichord, thank you. And we don't really need the harp anymore. And then what could we be researching these days? So what was I working on? Like everything. Medicine production, transport pods. Yeah, let's go transport pod because I specifically want to shoot the cube out of here. I just wanted the cube off the map. It's not going to solve the problem. They're going to be cube addicts. What? Oh, Kirk has inspired creativity. That's adorable, Kirk. Do you know what, Jonesy? Why are you working on art? I have other people who do art around here. Specifically, Tweak. What are you doing? You're playing horseshoes. Well, let me line up some more art for you then. So let's do like 2 smalls and give me like a large. I could make the bloody carving. Not a bad idea. I mean, everybody loves a good bloody carving. Is that something we've already got down in the hospital? That's not this thing. No, that's the IDO. Anyway, it's the thing we put on the floor. I could do like the special statue, but we won't worry about that right now. We're just not going to sweat that. Jonesy, better that you get into shooting the cube off the map. That would be perfect. I think we're well covered in veggies, and I think I've turned all of these off. Yeah, except for the cotton. We'll keep the cotton going because it's always handy to have a bunch of cotton. So good. The whole moving inside thing is actually going really well. The whole bunker down kind of thing. Because all these people who are blood worshippers, they don't want to be outside. They don't like that sort of thing. Oh, great. The gene we extracted from Volstron was being terrible at taking care of animals. Thanks, Volstron. Appreciate that. Go about your business there. Is anyone else, like Lisa, are you anything interesting? You're a Neanderthal. Might be something good in there. That could be okay. Well, think about that. Lisa does a lot around here, though. So does Voltstron, for that matter. So I don't necessarily... you know what, Lisa, when we wake up, we're going to rip your genetics out of here. I just want to keep her in the laser handy because I feel like we're due a raid. It just seems like about that time. I just get a kind of vibe for these things. Ooh, this is done. Neat. Let's put a wall around it so nobody targets that. What have I got a lot of here? Slate. Excellent. Good. So let's do a slate wall. Like this, and like that. Alright, just build something around here so raiders don't target it. And how about just a steel door? You're saying I don't have enough steel. I assure you I do. I assure you it will be fine. Now, that should help with the battery thing. Yeah, batteries are all topped off now. Okay, power issues have been somewhat temporarily dealt with, although I'm putting a lot of things in here that demand power. You get into biogenetics, and all of a sudden, everything demands electricity. And what could we look at? Multi-analyzer will probably be next after I do medicine production, and probably the hospital bed. And then maybe standard grav tech, even though I'm not doing anything with it, I may as well learn it. And there's probably some stuff back here I want to get back into. Maybe solar panels would not be a bad idea. Just to keep the batteries topped off, and then go, I need better weapons. Better weapons has to happen. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of ahead of myself with the multi-analyzer. So let's just back off and do some of the more low-rent stuff that I haven't done yet. Again, like weapons. Weapons would be great. Are we working on my... Wait, allies need help. That's cool. Are we working on my harpsichord, please? No, I would like to look at my harpsichord, please. Okay, could somebody work on that? Remind me, is Voltstron my crafter? Probably, but he's probably obsessed with stone blocks right now, aren't you? I bet you are. Let's just suspend that for now, and then you can focus on that. What allies need help? What's your problem here? All right, 2 guild members wants you to guard them, so I'll need a prison. All right, and oh wait, no, I don't need a prison. Hang on, what? Psychic drone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so wait, are these prisoners? No, you rescued somebody from a prison, so they're not prisoners. Well, I mean, they were. And maybe they deserve to be. I don't know. Maybe they're horrible criminals. But these are just people. I don't need to actually have a prison for them. And you're going to give me a skill trainer for medical and construction. Wow, that is really good. That is super, super good. Psychic Insanity lands. What? Mad squirrels. Okay, everything stop. Just everything slam into pause mode. And a psychic shock lance, I can live without those. And I actually don't need the gold. 35 gold is nothing to me right now. I've got over 1,200 pieces of gold. And the goodwill is, it's fine. It's fine. The Cosmic Guild, though. Who are you? Who is the Cosmic Guild? Are they like an Odyssey thing? Just talk to me about things. The Cosmic Guild. They're a trading guild. That's interesting. A loose coalition of orbital traders. Interesting. Rare technologies. Okay, and right now they're neutral. But that would be a lot of goodwill I could gain with them. Well, I was going to go right for those skill trainers, because those are both awesome, especially the medical. But I want to kind of check this out. I'm going to accept it for that. Okay, probably shouldn't have dumped the people who need protecting right in the middle of the mad squirrels. Just saying. Just saying. Probably not my smartest idea. Like, hey, land on our planet. Oh, by the way, there's a whole bunch of mad squirrels. It actually just seems to be a mad squirrel. A single mad squirrel. Hey, Lisa, Laser, and Mila, could you just kind of deal with this nonsense, please? There we go. Come over here. All you guys come over here. There's a squirrel. Yeah, it's a solitary squirrel. Oh, no, it's not a solitary squirrel, but Lisa's in with the laser. Mila, you want to deal with that? Don't even bother with your jumping nonsense. Just kill it. All right, and then line up here. Okay. Yeah, Lisa's in with the laser. Oh, wow, we already dealt with it. And there's another one coming. Lisa, laser it. Laser. 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 Come on, where's your laser? Okay, there we go. Wow, it takes a while, but once it goes, it goes. Okay, I think everything's fine. Yep, we're fine now. All right, that's done, that's done, that's done. So, Poopy and NG. Can I just call you Poppy? I'd like to just call you Poppy if we could. Okay, you need bedrooms. So, this can be for you. And let's see, NG over here. This can be for you. Where are you there? And I'll put some nicer furniture in there for you, kind of cheer you up a little bit. So let's get, I assure you I have enough wood. Don't tell me I don't, game. Let's do end tables and dressers in here and here. All right. I know it's not much to look at now, but it's going to be really, really... Oh, Tweak's gone cube. Yep, Tweak's already gone cube. Perfect. Great, good, cool. Mech repair. Did a squirrel get somebody? Possibly. Oh, NG, you work. Oh, I thought you guys were going to be like the I don't work thing. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let's get you going then. You're a pretty good doctor. You can do doctorizing stuff. And what are you good at? You're good at handling and hunting and construction. Yep. Definitely be number one on that. And then smithing, tailoring, art, crafting. Okay. Interesting. Well, with those guys landing, that's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Citizens Tropico, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh,
I'm waving.
Now. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this. I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.